What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up? How you doing today? Hello, hello, hello. It's your garden with Skinny Boy Randy. Mwah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hello, my waiver backers. How you doing? Yes, it's your garden with Skinny Boy Randy. I hope you're having a great, growing, blessed, and prosperous day. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I miss you guys so much. I can't make as many videos as I'm moving a little slower than normal, but it's getting better and better each day, you guys. Thank you for all the love and prayers. I love you guys so much. I love you. I love you. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy, where beginners and experts are always welcome. I love having you here. Leave a click the like and subscribe. That's red square thing is down there. It might be over there. Hold on, when it says subscribe, doesn't cost anything. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, just not the two middle fingers. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all heard that? Okay, it's getting better. Okay. Oh yeah, it's getting better. Coming all back around. But yes, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Also, if I can't answer a question here, slide on over to my Facebook group, Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy, where beginners and experts are welcome. I know y'all missed the slide. And come on back, okay? That group is Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy. Go there and join that group. You guys, they are wonderful. Those are some question answering people. I miss you guys over there in Facebook group. Hi, y'all. I love y'all. I'm doing okay. Today, I just want to make a quick video for you guys. Nothing long, nothing fancy. Making pickles, y'all. We're going to make some pickles. Yes, just like you buy out of the store, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. So let's just get started. I'm sitting on a stool because I don't be doing a lot of standing a whole bunch of much of the time, okay? Okay, because I'm doing what the doctor told me, do a little bit of activity here and there, and this is my activity for the day. Thank y'all for being here. So let me get my apron. Sorry to turn my back on you. You know I love you. Nobody told you they love you today. Skinny Boy Randy loves you. Okay, okay. Also, y'all click that bell. It's a little bell thing down there, and you'll get a notification every time I make a video. And y'all know that could be every 25 seconds. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, you guys, a lot of times you're thinking about making pickles. You're thinking, okay, we need to ferment them, which you can make them that way, which is a longer process. You can do some quick overnight pickles right there at your home with your kids, with your loved one, whoever. Very quick and easy. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do a whole series on cooking since I'm in the house, not doing a lot in the garden myself right now. I'm going to be doing a lot of tutorials online in the kitchen. You asked for Skinny Boy Randy Kitchen, and you got Skinny Boy Randy Kitchen. I even put up a little prop shot to make it look all not Christmas. See, I'm ready for Christmas. To make it look all blessed and farm fresh just for y'all. So let's just get started. It's not about me. It's going to be on my hands and the veggies and everything we're cooking. So we got our apron on. Let's just go ahead and wash, sanitize our hands. Okay? Real good, since we're working with fresh vegetables. Just dry them off a little bit. All right, let's just dive right into it. Let me adjust the camera. Y'all know I don't do much editing. Well, I don't do really any editing pretty much. So let me get you down here and make sure y'all can see me. Can you see me right here, y'all? Okay, that's what it's all about. It's about making these pickles. And that's what we're going to do right now. So first what you want to do is get your pickling cucumbers. You know you have a lot of cucumbers out there in your yard. Some of the ones that we call the ugly cucumbers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cucumbers just shaped differently. Everybody's shaped differently. I'm skinny boy, so I'm not as thick as some of the other people. Then these little teeny ones, they make great pickling cucumbers, you guys. But you can pickle whichever type of cucumber you like. I love using these little deformed ones because you can get a nice sized chip out of it. And I'm going to show you how to make the cucumber chips in your refrigerator overnight. These have been washed and scrubbed down, no pricklies, and they're clean. So we're going to cut off the ends because it's been rumored. Oh, I think I just heard thunder. Let me ever make this video before we lose power. Anybody got time for that? Be standing in the dark trying to make a pickle? We ain't got no time for that. So we're going to take the ends off because it's been said that the enzymes on the end will make the cucumbers softer, and we want to make nice crisp chip cucumbers pickles. And these make excellent snacks for burgers or whatever you want to use them for. You can slice them as thin or as thick as you like. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect because they're all going into our pickling brine. Now this one, I'm just going to take the ends off and I'm going to put that in the jar whole. Now this one, we're going to cut out the ends. Now if you wanted to make spears, you can do that. And all you would do to make your spears is just take your cucumber, cut it straight down the middle in half. Open it up like so. And then you can cut it. This is a fairly large one. So we're going to go twice. One there. One there. There. And there. So this is how you prep your cucumbers. So let me preface with this. Before you start this whole process, go ahead and prep your cucumbers just like I've done. And I've gone on ahead and taken the liberty to save time for you guys. And I sliced up some cucumbers. Now why I have them in this strainer is because I've sprinkled some coarse salt on them. And I just used some Morton's canning and pickling salt. It was like $2.50, you guys. And what I did was I sprinkled my salt all over these cucumbers, you guys. I sprinkled the salt and worked it all in. Now look, all that wetness and juice comes out of them. And look at all that cucumber juice that just drained out of these 3 or 4 little nubby cucumbers. All that juice. And while we're removing this juice, so they're not as moist, and they'll suck up the brine even more, giving them more of our pickle flavor that we're after. So I've already pre-done those for you, and we're going to put these in a little container. And I'll show you what I did to get them prepared. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to make our brine. Pickles is pretty much your cucumbers that have set into a brine, which is a mixture of vinegar. You can use white or apple cider. I'm going to use both. Your canning and pickling salt, whatever brand you have. You can use kosher salt. You just don't want to use iodized salt. Iodized salt has a chemical in it that will make your cucumbers turn brown and discoloration and all that stuff. So we don't want to use the iodized salt, which is what we normally have at home. So you may have to go and get some coarse salt. Some people even say sea salt works just fine. And then you want to have your dill. Some dill. Yep, just like that. You can have fresh dill. And I also have dill weed. You know, some of you may have that in your cabinet. Use what you have, you guys. We ain't got no money to be going out here buying a whole bunch of stuff. We ain't got no money. And then if you want to just drop a bay leaf in, you can do that. It's totally optional. Play around with it. Have fun with it. And then you just want to use some distilled water. You don't want to use the water out of your faucet because a lot of our tap water contains a lot of chlorine, and that chlorine will not, it will probably, you know, hinder the fermenting process that we're trying to do. That chlorine in the water is just not good for pickling. I think they said it may make them very limp or something like that, but you can look that part up. We never went to what the chlorine do to the pickle school. We ain't never went to that school. We ain't got no money for that school. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn my pot, my burner over here on. I have a little one eye burner, and we're gonna make our brine before I show you everything else. That way that can be nice and hot when we're ready to use it. So what I'm going to use is equal parts of white and brown vinegar. So I'm going to use 1 cup of white vinegar. Now you can just use all white or you can use all brown. It's totally up to you. I love vinegar. I love that vinegary tang that the apple cider gives it. And some people don't like as much tang, so they like to use the white. So I'm going to use the white and the brown. We don't discriminate. We pickleize. So there you have it, your vinegar. So that's 1 cup white, 1 cup brown vinegar. Now this is my filtered water. I have a filtration thing on my refrigerator that makes the ice and filtered water. So this is not tap water. Now, some people say use 1 cup to 1 cup. 1 cup water, 1 cup vinegar. That will dilute it and won't be as strong. I like mine a little strong. So I'm only going to use 1 cup and a half. Not even 1 cup and a half. I may just use 1 cup water. Let me see. And a little strong. I'm going to use 1 cup and a half. Just, I don't want to make you get lockjaw. So 1 cup and a half of water to my 1 cup brown and 1 cup white vinegar. So we're going to put this on our eye after we add the salt. Now, for every cup of liquid that I added, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of my pickling salt. So that's 1 tablespoon for that 1 cup of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon for that 1 cup of brown vinegar, and I'm just going to do 1 more for that 1.5 cups of water. Okay? Did I have my whisk out, you guys? Yes. And then what I'm going to do, rinse my whisk off with a little whisk. I'm going to take a little sugar to offset some of the salt. So I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of sugar, maybe 3, 1 for each cup of liquid. Teaspoon sugar, regular sugar, nothing fancy. I'm going to mix that together. So that's our 2 types of vinegar, our water, our pickling canning salt. We're going to mix that together and put it on the hot water. The hot burner. And I have it on high. So while we're doing what we're doing, that'll be warming up. I'm going to let y'all see everything. So when you first start off, you got your pickles, you slice them up any kind of way you want. Normally, you know, they'll go down in there just like that. Okay? Just like that. So what we want to do first is use our canning salt and sprinkle them very well. And this is going to draw out the excess moisture. You know, work it on there real good. Put it on the strainer and let it drain. Okay? That's how you prep your cucumbers. Just put it on that coarse salt. Put it in the refrigerator, hour or 2. If you only have 30 minutes, put it in there for 30 minutes. So now, what we're going to do, we have our jars. I got these from the Dollar Tree. They came with the lid and the seal. You can use it for canning to store on the shelf, or you can use it to make these overnight quick dill pickles. So now what I'm going to do is rinse off the pickles that I had in the refrigerator. Just going to rinse off some of that salt. Even though we have salt in our brine, we want to rinse some of this off. We just wanted it on there to pull the moisture out and let more of the brine in. So if you still have some on there, that's fine. Not a problem. Okay? So now, you just want to get your dill. I'm going to set these to the side. Let's go ahead and make up our dill spears. Just get you some dill. A lot of you grew dill, so you have some already. Like I said, you can use the fresh dill. And you can use some dill weed, dried dill. Okay? So just going to take our knife and slice some of these babies off like so. You can even use some of the stem. You don't have to use all the way down to the bottom, but get some of that stem in there. A little bit of the stem, not too much stem. Yep. Try to use the stem that's closest to the actual dill itself. And that's how we do that. Yeah, you guys. So I'm going to make 2 jars for you today. Okay, we're not going to use that lid. I have more over here. Here we go. So you guys, you always over prepare. Had a fresh lid because the other one fell on the ground, and we want to pick that up because we've sanitized our hands and our lids and jars. So what I'm going to do is place a little bit of dill at the bottom. A couple cloves at the bottom because we're going to space it out. Something like that. Then we're going to save some for the middle. For this one, it's in the top. Some for the middle and the top. You can use as much dill as you like, and I'm going to use some of this. Just a sprinkle. It has the little holes in it. Dill. Okay. Now, if you want a little kick, you can use some crushed red pepper flakes. Or one of our chili plants from our garden. And I'm just going to take one of these chili peppers off of our plant, like that. Be careful when using chili peppers, you guys. You don't want to rub your face or anything like that. This is going to give our pickles a little kick. And the seeds are the hottest parts, I think, sometimes they say. And it's going to give them a little color too. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a couple of those in there, like that. That in there like that. You can throw some of the seeds in there, no problem, no biggie. Alright. Now, if you want to use a couple of crushed red pepper flakes, you can do that as well. I like a little kick to my stuff. I'm going to drop a bay leaf in there. This is totally optional. You don't have to do that. Smells good. Just drop one in there for that herby flavor. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is start the fun part. We've rinsed our cucumbers off. They're nice and ready to be jarred. Just pack them in there as best you can. Then add a little dill in the middle. Oh yeah, can't forget our good old garlic. Then we're going to pack some more in. Okay, just like that. We almost balanced it out perfectly. Now, before I put the last little bit in, I'm going to take some of our fresh garlic. Because pretty much, dill pickles are only dill, garlic, and the brine. You can make it what you want after you add those basics. And I like a good garlicky pickle. So we're just going to take our garlic, peel it off. I guess I could have pre-did this for y'all, but I miss y'all. I like talking to y'all. So I hope you stay tuned in. Okay, so we got our garlic. Put a spear there. I mean a clove. I said a spear. A clove, a spear. You can call your stuff whatever you like, y'all. It's your garden. Call it what you like to call it. But yeah, you guys, this is a fun project that you can do at home easily. I'm starting to smell that brine. Actually smells kind of pickly. Another clove of garlic. And I always like to smash my garlic after I peel it to get all that flavor. Some people just drop it in whole. You can do it however you like. And peeling garlic can be a task. You can also buy garlic already peeled. Okay, so just going to take our little knife and give it a smash. Just like that. Smash. And a smash. Okay. This one has a little bit more skin, shell on it. There we go. And get that a smash as well. Just like that. Drop one in there. You can break it up if you like. And split this between the two. Then we're going to put some more of our dill. And then the rest of our cucumber. That's right, y'all. Shove them on down in there. Just like that. Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can add some sweet peppers. You can add jalapeno peppers. Whatever you like. You can add some onions in here if you like. Some red onions will make it really good. Matter of fact, let's add some red onion. Let's do that real quick. Okay. I just sliced my red onion. Took a nice chunk off. Take out that outer rim. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to slice it thinly. Oh, it smells so good. Then pop some of these in there. You can push them all the way down, y'all. This is like a zesty garlic pepper. Shove it on down in there like that. I think our brine is heating up nicely. Now that's enough of the onion. Okay, and there you have it. Push that down in there a little bit more. Okay, and you just pack it in as best you can, like so. Now all you want to do is clean up your area a little bit. Now you can skip the phase of actually putting these in the refrigerator. You can just salt them and let the moisture stay in there. Just leave that salt on there and put them straight in a jar that way as well. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and I'm gonna add, if you have this, y'all, you can add a tap of mustard seed. Just a tap mustard seed. And some peppercorn. Peppercorn is like when you go to the steakhouse and they give you that grinder. That's all peppercorns are. Look like that. Black peppercorns. Put 1 teaspoon in there. And 1 teaspoon in there. So we're gonna have a zesty, garlicky pepper. Okay, our brine has come to a boil. Have our lids, our containers. I love this sign, you guys. I love that. Okay. So, that's all it takes, you guys. The brine is boiling. You see how quickly that came to a boil? Now, to be safe, I'm going to use my mixer. I'm going to pour my brine into this. That way, I can pour it. Wow, you guys, it looks like it looks like dill water. Like when you buy a jar of pickles, you see that yellow tinge to it? That's what it looks like. Okay, so it's nice and hot. And we're going to pour this just like this. You could use a funnel right into our cucumber mixture. All the way up, leaving just a little tap. And then you want to gently tap it, because there may be some air bubbles in there. You can get the, like a little butter knife or something, the back end of it, and just press down in there. Get rid of all those bubbles. Especially if you were preserving these, but we're doing these overnight. And the longer you let it sit, I just say overnight because you can start eating these tomorrow, within hours as a matter of fact. And then I want the color to be all in the jar, so I'm moving my onions down. I could have layered them. That would have been much easier. Okay, now you see how that water went down some in this one? Just give it a little bit more up to that first rim, because you want to make sure all your cucumbers are covered at all times. Put our lids on. One good pinch across, not too tight. Turn it upside down. Mix all those spices in there. All that dill. Little shake, that's fun. And look, you guys, isn't that beautiful? You just made some of Grandma's pickles with SkinnyBoy Randy. See that? Turn your cucumbers into pickles. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this sit, cool off until it's room temperature. Put it in the refrigerator, you guys. This will keep in the refrigerator for months. Months at a time. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? And there you have it. How to take your cucumbers and other veggies and make pickles out of them. So we're going to be doing a whole series on how to use those vegetables that we have out there and we just don't know what to do with. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You're the best. Remember, live, love, laugh. You guys grow stuff and eat it. Even a pickle.